He's dead.
Alright, we're gonna jump into this, and we'll get onto the roof here. What is happening here? What are you bouncing on, Garrett? Bouncing on my boy's dick. Damn it. Hey, I'm Jacko's Ghost, and this is Bad Venture, the first mission in the Keepers of Infinity 2. Despite the confusing title, there is no Part 1. This mission is listed on Thief Guild as being statistically controversial, which is fan mission code for some people loved it, others wanted to put it into a rocket and launch it directly into the sun. Personally, I dig it, and I wanted to showcase some missions that were rated as controversial, but that I actually quite enjoyed. This one is particularly notable because it was re-released along with the second mission, but with major fixes, and that kind of care shows if you make something ambitious and flawed, fixing it is exactly what you should do. And I hear that Solitaire is working on Keeper of Infinity 1, and I want to encourage them to keep up the good work because it looks amazing so far, and I can't wait to see what they end up with. Here are my objectives. Break into the House of Science, don't stab anyone, tragic. Get a room at the inn, and steal 5,000 loot without bothering Lady Adeline, who apparently will explode if disturbed. Let's go! Now, I do need 3 water arrows because there are none in this whole mission. We're actually going to go through the sewer entrance, which is just over this ravine. Is it a river? Either way, it's easy enough to get up here. Either way, it's kind of tricky to get up here.
This looks like it'd make a good escape route.
Gotta be quiet. Getting through here. There's a lot of spiders in here. We don't want to alert them just yet. Oh. Okay. I don't think we're okay. Well, this actually seems like a very challenging room, but if you just run through the middle, you're fine. Because they can't see you. But you do have to hug the left side of this ladder, and you can unlock the sewer cover. We're gonna head around this building. And we'll jump up here. We're just doing this to grab that pickpocket. Simple stuff.
I'd be better off looking for another way around.
We got a rope up here. There's a goblet up on the windowsill. And now it's mine. That guy doesn't seem to care.
Nothing there now.
Grab his 2 pickpockets. And we're going to get up on the roof. And just a Lost City jar in here. Quiet so that you can steal a flash bomb off of this thief. Saw some silver nugget right there. But now we're okay to get out of here. No need to be quiet anymore. coin inside of this sewer grate. And in the fruit cart, another coin. And this is Lady Adeline's house. In order to get in, you gotta rope up to the balcony, but you can't be seen by that other stationary guard. Accidentally opened that door. Grab that. Get inside. And over here, we need this holy water. And there's a gold candlestick here. And push the down button to get some more loot. Go down again. There's a hidden ring on this statue. This room is filled with loot. Then we'll just get out of here. And now we're heading back to the sewer. We got some business to take care of there. And at this point, we're not actually able to get through here without any alerts. So we're still gonna avoid alerts there. We're gonna wait for this spider to come back. And I think we're gonna take 3 busts in here. And there we go. But there is a statue there. A gold nuggie down here. And that is also a zombie. And he will come to life and attack you. This is fine. Everything's on fire. But emotionally, fine. So now we're getting out. And we're back in the ravine. There's a silver nugget behind this rock. We'll just jump into the water. And if you look down, you'll see a tunnel. Now I'm gonna run along the bottom and hopefully get a bit of a speed boost by doing so. And there is a chest floating in this water. We're just gonna start picking the lock. I actually like this lockpick because it makes sense why it takes so long. Because then it's a challenge battling against your own breath. And we got it. Up and out. Where's the entrance? There we go. Go inside, and I'm just gonna grab one of these arrows, and this is a spare arrow. And then over here, we have purse, and this is why we needed the holy water. There's a zombie here. That's right, I see a reanimated corpse, and my first thought isn't run, it's you deserve health care. So now we're back out. here you can actually just climb the tree. And there's another tree up here. We're going to use that to rope up. Now we are back to where the guards are on patrol. This guy's got a purse I want. This guard on the left is on a pivot, and this guy does a weird
Hey, look over
double
there.
back motion. Glad I didn't get caught.
Looks like it's nothing.
Alright, come on, dude. Turn. Alright, if I can quickly grab these arrows, and you can actually jump onto the gate here. And the chains. I don't know if you need to lower both of them, but for good measure. Now, I suspect that the author received some criticism for making this banner climbable, but I say, you know, if a banner wants to be a secret passage instead of wall art, I say live your truth, King. You stand just far enough, the door shouldn't hit you directly in the face. I'm gonna head over to this corner where there's a small money box. Ah, yes, the ancient art of jiggling a stick until a rich man's secrets fall out. Now we'll wait for this guard to stand still. We'll hide behind this wall, grab a coin. Gotta open up this chest.
This will be useful.
Crowbar acquired. Time to invalidate centuries of lock-based security. You kind of need the crowbar in order to get into the city through this route. It's entirely possible that you wouldn't even bother to come back into this area if you went through the sewer, and then you would never know how to do the rest of the mission, because you don't have the crowbar. And you wouldn't know how to get through the rest of the mission without the crowbar. You wouldn't even know that it existed. You can actually hide in this shadow and still reach the door. Then I'm gonna go this way. I think we're just good enough that he won't see us. Grab this
Anyone there?
set of arrows in his purse. Head over here, wait for this guard to come back. Now there's 2 coins, and another coin onto the chair, coin stack. We can move this where there's some fine wine. And now we use the crowbar. You kind of have to hold it for a moment. But then once I pick all these up and just drop them down below. This is another bust. I don't think there's any way to get through here without alerting this spider. Doesn't really matter, he doesn't seem to chase you or attack you in any way. This guard has a dagger on him, one of our coveted pickpockets. There's a coin behind the stool. And this gate. And then once you go through the gate, you'll want to close it again so you can grab a coin behind the crate. We'll head down through this hole. There's a couple pieces of loot over here. And a slow fall potion, but we don't need it. We'll just use the torch. And we're back to the Eastern District. Now, we're gonna head into the police station through the back. In here, you gotta read this first.
I wonder what happened
Now
here.
you can grab this key. There's also a piece of loot. And that guy. Get out here. Coin under these sacks. These stairs are terrible to walk up. Just awful. His purse. Jump onto this. Get onto the roof. And over this way, there's a purse and a note. Don't go to Raven's Nest. Alright. Open this. One of our secrets. Drop down. And we're going to be using our water arrows down here. Hidden spice bag behind these barrels. Now, in order to avoid a bust here, I'm going to have to press my face against the face of this spider in order to move him out of the way. It's not a bust, but it is a deeply personal moment of shared trauma. I may never recover emotionally from this. Oh, if I die in this wine cellar, tell my loot I loved it. Guard is facing the right direction. Good. Now we'll head down this corridor.
What was that?
I'd better wait till his back is turned.
Just
grab
rats
his
again. What's
on a
that I
pivot.
see?
It's kind of hard to get past him without getting spotted, but if you time it right, you can avoid him and the Watcher.
All quiet now. I'm sure it was nothing.
Sir, please turn around. I am too emotionally fragile for this encounter. Alright, I think we got it. And we'll go. Go back. Right. Now I think... I didn't even time that, but the camera didn't see me. I'm a concept, a rumor, a shadow on your MRI. Over here, that guard can still see you and alert to you, but he will not. Second alert. So you're good to just pick the lock on this door from here. And in here we've got some coins, purse, key. It's the wine cellar key. It's gonna come in handy in just a moment.
Did I imagine it? Seeing someone?
There's a coin here. Use the key on this. And there are 7 wine bottles in here. 6, 7. Coin pair. Head down here. You gotta watch out for that stationary guard as well as the watcher.
Too right. That's no rodent. I promise you that.
That guard just looked directly at me and then decided to believe in miracles instead. I think we're good. This guy's still facing the right direction. Do not perceive me, 8-legged goblin. I am simply a floor breeze. Now we can just hop back out of here. Close this just in case they might hear us tapping around up here. We're gonna head back out. And now I want to get to the Western District. Now, oh, I thought he was gonna stop. Okay, well, let's wait for this guy. He cannot see you or be anywhere outside of his stationary spot when you slash this bush, and you have to do the aggressive slash twice. And that's how you get through. Now up on this awning, a goblet and a bottle of wine. That's a secret. I think I just landed on that guy's head. We're gonna head into this house first. Behind this bag is a pair of coins. Down here we find a coin.
What do we have here?
It's a bottle of wine. The stairs in this mission are kind of annoying. Not really sure why. They're all acting like ladders instead of stairs, but here we have a weird bag that becomes a golden nugget and a secret. They're out of there. Now we're going to head to the pawn shop area, which is what Raven's Nest is. But we cannot access Raven's Nest. I'm gonna grab this guy's purse. There's also a coin pair in the corner of these crates, and a spare arrow is up in those rafters if you need it. Now we're gonna head to the booby-trapped house. Alright. Statuette in the footlocker under the stairs. And now we have to deal with this booby trap. And here's how you deal with it. If you get to the top of the stairs, it will shoot you with a bunch of gas arrows. I don't think it quite kills you unless you go through twice. But that's how you deactivate it. A lot of loot in here. A secret switch in the fireplace. Right there. Be careful for some spiders. Rug behind that crate. And spice bag behind that barrel. And this one's kind of tricky. You gotta be careful for this spider, but you gotta use the crowbar and you just lean over. And then there's really no place in the attic to drop this, so I have to go all the way over here, drop that on the rug.
What have we here?
That's actually a scouting disc. Acts just like a scouting orb. Spice bag over here. And be careful with this spider. This is a very difficult section to ghost. But you can get through it just by inching your way back. Grab the coin. And then you kind of have to jump and mantle your way onto that crate. There are spare arrows scattered around that you can recycle into rope arrows because even in the face of danger, I'm committed to sustainability. Reduce, reuse, robbery. Kind of a loose fit. Now we're in the stableman's house. Another overly long lockpick for some reason. This lock is older than capitalism and twice as stubborn.
That can't go anywhere pleasant.
Grab this key, which is just to the front door here. Use it, drop it, get on with your life. This building has a lot of loot. Wine bottle, candlestick, spice bag, goblet, book, purse, a coin, where are you? There you go. A ring on the mantle, and in the mouth of the boar is a gem. A lot of stuff going on here. And in the caravan, we have a footlocker. Why pick pick the lock when I could emotionally manipulate the door into opening itself in less time? Now jump onto this barrel, jump onto this roof, and you can open this window and get in here. Some of these locks take so long to pick, I'm starting to rethink my life choices. I could be reading a book, learning a language, starting a commune. Instead, I'm here, jiggling metal in a hole for 90 seconds straight like a desperate raccoon. Ring, goblet, goblet. Spice bag. And down the stairs. Another hidden spice bag, and we can get out of here. Now we're gonna find our trigger for new objectives. Let you read that. Now we're heading back to the other side. Around this caravan. Hopefully that archer didn't see me. I need to grab
Just rats
his
again.
arrows. Now, there is a window on this side of the gate with 2 coins. There's actually a gold stack over there, but you can't reach it or fob it, and it's not worth any loot. Take this guy's purse and this coin. Now we're going to the Stumbled Traveler Inn.
Wonder if I have time to stop for a snack.
Right away, I want to get over here to this guy. He's got a purse. I think if I just hang here for a second, I can grab it. There we go. Grab this guy's purse. That's our loot objective. Wine bottle, goblet. And this has some very important information about a person who doesn't like insects. So if you're lost in this mission, that readable actually holds crucial information. Read it very carefully and make a lot of assumptions. In here, you get 4 spice bags and a jar, an empty jar. You'll need that. Here's a silver nugget. Here's this lady who is walking into a wall, which is just normal thief NPC behavior. She's not broken. She's transcended. She's left the material plane. Now we're going to head to the top floor. And there's this guard. We just need to get through here. Get out the window quickly. Oof. He's okay. Alright. There's lots of spiders down below. And I'm going to need to use a rope arrow that I will not be retrieving. Just got to be really quiet. I'm going to try to get on the lip here. Okay. Jump onto that. And onto this. There we go. The sound propagation here isn't great. There we go.
Sounds like I'm getting close.
He's okay. Up in the bottom of the rock is a key and Therion's diary. And there's a switch that gives us another secret and a book. Alright, now we're good to get out of here. You can jump onto this gate. Hopefully just jump over. Up here, we'll need our crowbar. Open another crate. I can't get Garrett to drop the crate behind here, so I need to jump out to drop the crate lid just to go back in and grab the loot. Into the inn, we're going to use the attic key.
Look at that. Over there.
There's a mask in this crate, hidden by some cobwebs.
Here.
We're gonna open this floorboard with the crowbar. 2 gold plates, if I can figure out how to grab them. And we'll read this book. Gives us some new objectives. So now we're heading back to the House of Science area. We're going to take a slightly different route. There's some other points of interest to take care of. We're going to go around to this side. We're going to rope up to this window. And in here, find a mask, and I almost forgot to show you there's a spare arrow behind those crates. 5 statues in here. And I'm just gonna pick the lock on this chest. Now, if you go over here, you take the first candlestick, you're fine, but the second one spawns a spider. I'm going to avoid him until I can't. I wasn't able to figure out a way to avoid a second alert there. Going around to the front side of the building now. Rope on up. There's 2 windows to open.
Anybody home?
Please look through this keyhole.
What happened here?
Kind of interesting. Now we'll just try to get back down. And we're heading over to the Comfy Cozy Inn. Something like that. I'm going through the window. lean through the window, you can grab this key. And I'm going to read the guest book. In the bathroom, there's a hidden coin pair. And then downstairs, bottle of wine. I can still grab the loot, even though it's closed. I'm going to grab this lantern. I'm going to want that later. Now we're heading into the first guest bedroom. I'm just picking this for the accomplishment that's available. Statue. Very well hidden ring. There's a key in this flower pot. Opens the second guest bedroom. There's quite a bit of loot in here. Hidden necklace behind the bed. Hidden coin behind the desk. And this lockpick will give us the objective for the accomplishment that we need for picking enough locks. Then we're going to trap the spider with this jar.
Here we go.
And now we're headed out to the guard station. Rope up to the roof. There's a coin hidden in the boards. And on this side, there's 2 more coins. Here. Let's get back up. Now we've got some pickpockets to deal with up top. Avoid these guards. You can pretty easily grab some arrows. Hide behind this guy. Grab his arrows. Then there's a bottle of wine. And we'll grab his arrows. And hide under these boards. Now we can get
Didn't sound like resistance.
out of here. And now we'll rope up here. We're going to need our crowbar to take out these boards. And up here is a small banner we're going to take care of. And that gets us a secret. It's another spare arrow, a couple of spice bags, and up here you're going to find a nook. It's got a purse, but it's also got this key, and this is for the window and this door. You can just slip past this guard and head into the barracks. Grab this bottle of wine. Then I'm gonna say, grab a hidden coin behind the bed, and we're going to smash this glass to steal this key.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Gripes! Oh, you've had it now!
Now we just have to wait for all these guards to calm down a little bit. Takes about a minute, I think. But I'm pretty well hidden here.
Something's up. Things aren't right. I'll turn you up sooner or later. Come to Papa now. I'll find you. I'll find you. You can't hide forever. Not quite right.
Now, even though the guards seem like they have calmed down, or at least this guy has, they're still kind of on high alert, so you might have to wait quite a bit of time for them to really settle down completely. But ultimately, I'm going to go out this window. Now, this archer would typically second alert to me on the spot, but I think I waited long enough for him to calm down. Then we're heading out here. These guards are no longer friendly to us, so if they spot us, we're in a bad situation. I'm going to try to keep myself hidden. This guy's gonna turn right, so I'm gonna go on his left side. Now, we're going to head back to the inn. And we're gonna go under the front steps. Gas mine there, but I don't need it. I'm just going to take out these boards. And here, that's a secret, and then a secret within a secret with a purse. And now, we're going to use that lantern we took to go through here. And this is where we will be able to use our scouting disc. There's a little slot in here. And if you throw your scouting disc in there...
Creepy.
Keeper Jonas, rest in peace. And that's one of the accomplishments. Wrong way. Upstairs, and we're going to find ourselves a room. This door is now open, and this is the guest who doesn't like insects, so leaving a spider on his bed causes an interesting situation. And now that he's gone, we can go ahead and get some much needed rest. So as you can see, what seemed to be a fairly straightforward mission has turned into a fairly complicated one. You can see that there are a lot of objectives that we accomplished and many that were canceled as well. There's also some that don't even show up on this list. There are also 7 additional achievement objectives, and I'm going to go through those. There's the Desperado, which is opening the safe in the wine cellar. The Burglar, unlock every lock except the hardest one, because this is a mission that rewards doing 94% of the work and then walking away. It's like American infrastructure spending, except with lockpicks. The Hammerite is when you heal the zombie with the holy water. The Pioneer is finding 5 hidden areas. To get the Collector, you gotta get 6,163 loot, which feels like an oddly specific number. This must be from one of those Keeper Scrolls, the prophecy of arbitrary loot goals. Steal everything and become the Devastator, which is just the final evolution of a guy who started the mission looking for a place to crash and ended up dismantling the local economy, just like a venture capitalist. And to get the Agent, you use the scouting disc in the underground area under the inn. Now, I think that this mission is great. It's definitely like an 8 out of 10 for me. It's actually quite difficult because of the way that the clues are set up. It seems rather insane to expect people to be able to figure out the end here. But I am going to be playing the remade version that also includes a second mission in some forthcoming episodes, so be watching for that. But for now, until next time, be sure to loot responsibly.
He's dead. Let's head back now.